living in America. There's nothing wrong. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm out on love. Out on love. Alone from night to night, you find me.
Concerned about that?
No, Dageshan. I'm concerned because there's nothing wrong.
And what are you going to say to your fans when they ask you some...
I'm going to say I feel good. Papa's got a brand new bag. It's a man's world.
What you're going to be doing on this tour?
Jam.
Source, there you are.
And we'll be doing a lot of good things, and hopefully we'll get Brother Ted Turner on the cover. Ted, where you at? Hasta luego.
Locked out. Even I can't get past the security.
Take cover! Those soldiers move faster than I expected.
Welcome to the Bombad Cast.
What's going on, Bombad fam? Super excited. It's going to be a great live stream. You know what we're talking about. You saw it on the title. How to prepare for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. And look at this thumb. I actually had a really good time making this thumb. I showed some students how to make thumbnails, and they're like, oh, that's pretty chill. It's pretty easy. I'm like, you got to know, you don't want to take up too much space. You want to use just the right amount. You want to have some symmetry and some big moments. And, look at what this show has given us. Look what this saga has given us in terms of story. It's just incredible. It's such a blessing. And it all leads up to this movie. So Jerry and I are here to talk to you. And we might have a special guest show up. How to prepare for the Mandalorian and Grogu. But I'm not going to do it alone. I'm going to do it with my favorite buddy, my true crime pal, the one and only, Jerry the Cannon Junkie Cable.
Welcome to the Digibowl on Fox Kids with your host, Terry Bradshaw. Look at me. I get to host the first Digibowl. The first. Super Bowls, they come and go. But the Digibowl, now that's exciting stuff. But can't do it alone, so luckily I have two authentic Digi-Destins, Izzy and Kari, helping me. First, let's check in with my sideline correspondent, Kari. Maybe she can tell us what in the heck a Digibowl is.
Hey, Jerry.
Yeah, hey, what's up? What's up? Listen, yeah, we're here to lay it all out straight for all you dum-dums. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. I'm happy that you guys have us to do the thinking for you. It's good. It's good for you.
They don't just have us, Jerry. They got a special guest.
We have a special guest? Oh, we do, don't we? Oh, my God.
Oh, he's nervous. He's scared.
Oh, is he? He's scared down there? Oh, poor little guy. You won't come out? You won't come out of there? You won't come up there? It's okay. No, it's
He'll
okay.
come up at some point.
He'll be up. He'll be up. What's with that mask? Oh, it's okay, little guy. It's okay.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. He's a grower, not a shower. It's fine.
Jesus, Jerry.
What?
Blah, blah, blah.
Talking about what? Talking about whole milk.
Hey, Bombad.
Wow. A lot of surprising bassy like tenor to the voice.
Handed me this silver color knob.
That?
Sounds like an old band I was in.
Silver color knob. Oh man, yeah. It sounds like a band that would probably be banned in most of the bars in Latrobe.
Okay, real talk. Hold on.
I don't know if we can honestly like have that. Oh, you gotta. You gotta unpressurize that shit.
Yeah, it is gonna show you. So, this is a real story I'm gonna share. I've always, for the last, can you make me big? Actually, I've got too much of going on in my hand.
Yeah, I got you.
For the past 5 years, I've always wanted the sideshow collectible
to be a
Grogu.
father.
Yeah, and to be a dad, but my ex took that away from me. That being said,
Scotty got inseminated.
Yes, I did. I'm now pregnant with this child. But I always wanted the sideshow Grogu because I had the little plush Grogu. It's actually right up there, and I always loved it. But this one's truly like an actual work of art. And someone on Facebook Marketplace had it for 200, and I messaged him like, "I'll get it. Can you do 150?" Because like, of course, he met me in my work parking lot, my school parking lot, and sold me this incredible Grogu. And like the cheeks are a little bit more blush than they should be, but I will be so real with you. When the sunlight hits this thing the right way, it might be my favorite piece of my Star Wars collection. Cause like it looks so real whenever shadows shine on it the right way. Like it really does look like our little guy. But man, Grogu's like an all-time for me. As a character, what he represents, and like, look at him stare right into your fucking soul. Good Lord.
He's like, God damn.
It's like insane.
Questioning every life decision up to this point, like right now.
Well, the only thing I don't like about this one is like,
I like the little. It's even got the little pubes on his head. It's great.
Yes, it does, and it's like an actual really really nice piece of fight. Look at him look in the camera. Good night. The only thing I don't like is he's always looking up. So the only good way to have him is if you have him like a foot off the ground, but not like on the ground because a dog or a cat might get into it. So I have him on a table in my living room right now, like a little like a little where you put your books on and your frames. But I moved a childhood photo of myself to put Grogu in the same spot. So
it's an equivalent. It's an equivalent.
Yes,
you know,
and the base is really heavy. I mean, this is I'm not kidding. I've always wanted this when it came out, and I went to Josh Most house. Must have been 2023. And he's the only person I know that has one that I've seen in person. And like you can see these in the background. I think it was Favreau. He has this exact one in his house. Someone else really
Is
big
this
has one.
is this an old? It's a sideshow piece, right? It's a sideshow
sideshow
collectibles
one.
piece, isn't it?
To scale,
Okay.
like perfectly
Right
to
here.
scale.
I'll
Yeah.
put. Oh God, is
Perfectly
he like
to-
he's got that like a geisha waist going on
hold
there?
on,
or
no,
something?
even
What's
worse,
going on?
right? You want to see what he looks like underneath?
Oh Jesus!
This could be
Hold on, you can hold on. Whoa, we can't do this. This is oh my God.
just-
Put his
he's like,
put his
just
little
smooth.
bits away.
He's just smooth. Do you think there's actually a zipper on his garbage on his little garbage jacket? That'd be hilarious.
I mean, it's
Little
space.
zipper.
They've got to have some zippers, right? Or space
Well,
zippers or whatever, or
you know what's cool though? One thing you can get for this guy
anti-gravity fasteners.
that I love, Jerry, is that people on Etsy have made different models of this particular figure. So like different, I'm sorry, different accessories for this. So like you can get stop it. You can get the macaroons to go put in his hand, a little magnetic macaroon.
Really?
You can get
Oh, like
get
people like
full
make
shield.
like little pieces and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
You get
really
the
cool.
Mythosaur necklace. Some people have made helmets for this exact one. So like I don't know, it's kind of like one of the cooler collectibles because it's small enough to customize and accessorize for. But I mean it's incredible. Like everything down to the wrinkles on its head. I mean, y'all know I love Yoda, but to be able to have a scale figure that looks like a prop, that it's also in like the creators' households of people that make this show.
Yeah,
I think it was Rosario or Amon. One of them,
you got
Ezra
it from Rosario Dawson.
No, I think it's in their homes. Like people have these.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That specific model. Yeah.
Yes. So I saw it. I'm like, you know what? You only live once. This movie's coming out. I'm gonna bring this to school and let kids take pictures of it the last week of school, and the movie's coming out. I'm trying to hype it up for people. You know what I mean? Whenever, so you might remember this when season 2 came out. I bought that Boba Fett cardboard cutout that I have in that closet right there, and you may remember I brought it to school and I was like, look, it's the premiere of this new Star Wars show, and I just brought it to school, and the kids, it was Halloween day. The kids took pictures with it. So it was, I don't know. I think those kind of things are very, I think it's important. You know what I mean? I think it's a cultural thing right now.
It's absolutely a fun time. It is it's important to have those little moments of things that kind of break out from their normal lives. It's like this kind of stuff is just in your house and my house, right?
Yeah.
It's not in those kids' houses.
Mm-mm.
You know, and it wasn't necessarily in our houses when we were growing up either.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you had to go somewhere to see that kind of stuff.
Of course. So, shout out to Connor, by the way. Condor. The Ganja Man.
Corinthian?
It's Conrathian Condor the Ganja Man.
Condor, the Con Man.
Con Man.
Con Man, the Ganja Man.
Real talk. I really do want to get into the subject matter because that's kind of part of why we're here. Not just to show off our cool collectibles, but man, Buck said something that kind of got me a little triggered, but I love Buck. Buck's got some Buck wild takes. He said it here. We all know that you won't have to watch any Skeleton Crew episodes for Mandalorian and Grogu, and I'm willing to bet he's wrong.
But you have to watch all of Andor. So,
yeah, waste your time, y'all. Get sad. Make sure you get sad and watch that show, okay?
Get real fucking depressed about how things are right now.
Yes. Let's watch something that'll make us nice and sad. How does that sound, Jerry?
Yeah.
Does that sound fun to you?
I mean, I honestly love Andor. And I will love to watch that show again when I need to get mad that the Iran war is still going on 10 years from now or like right after Trump dies.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Totally. And you won't have to worry about it with our rewatch. I'll tell you that much. We've got a fun little list prepared for y'all as well. We're going to talk about the impact this saga has had on us personally. And of course, we're going to analyze, what we expect and what we're excited for with The Mandalorian and Grogu. First things first, are you doing a traditional rewatch? I know you've been showing your daughter episodes of the show, but are you doing it? Yeah. Are you going to do one?
So we finished like way earlier than I thought because she kind of has been glomming onto this stuff a little more than she has in past years. And so we kind of blew through that. Right now we're watching Rebels. And It's like I watched it with her a couple years ago, but she doesn't remember a lick of it. Mm-hmm. And she's been real into that. And so I feel like I've done my rewatch. We did our rewatch. I started with her at the beginning of the year. I thought it was going to last a little longer, but then, like I said, she really latched onto it, and so we just kind of blew through it. And then started a skeleton crew, things like that. But I mean, right up till about time, I might start getting into it. And I got my folks coming up actually tomorgot
I didn't
from
realize
Arkansas,
that.
and so
Oh, that's
yeah, I
awesome.
hadn't said anything to you about it. You know, this is my life, whatever.
Well,
But
it's kind of important for me to know too. So
okay, all right. Well, I'll let you know next
yeah,
time.
we
You
can
know,
talk
that
about
way
that later.
we
We
got to
can
bring
talk about that
snacks.
later.
Yeah. Can you bring orange
Yeah,
slices
we can
tomorrow,
talk
by the way,
about that
together?
later. We can talk
All
about
right.
that later.
Okay.
Wow. Keep talking, monkey.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm probably going to try to watch it with them in order to keep from talking politics. You know,
That's
It'd be
good.
great.
No, you know what's funny?
But
I'm
probably going to end up doing a little more of a rewatch towards time, like closer to time.
So my advice. So this is anyone in the chat. I'm gonna. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna put it in the chat just for the sake of putting in there. If you start on April 5th, you can watch the entire saga. That's including Mandalorian season 1, Mandalorian season 2, the Book of Boba Fett, the Mandalorian season 3, Ahsoka, and then Skeleton Crew. And you want to know why I think Buck is dead wrong on this, to be completely really honest with you, is that the writers from the Mandalorian and Grogu, I'm sorry, the writers for the Mandalorian and Grogu, which is Noah, how do you say his name? Noah, hold on. One of the writers, Noah
Lawson?
Noah Onsen? Noah. Oh hell, I forget his name. He's one of the writers from Mandalorian and Grogu. He is he obviously contributed to all of the New Republic stuff from season 3 of The Mandalorian. He did the episode with Connor Chichiti. He helped write that one. And of course, all of the Skeleton Crew is about the new era of the New Republic. So just trying to keep that in mind. That it's going to be a galactic wide thing. It's not going to be super personal. We're going to see some galactic wide events. You know, the Shadow Council being there, big part of it. So I really do think, you know. So to give you the dates,
they said that one dude who's like in like the Vanity Fair spread, right? That's
yes,
like the Imperial is going to be like an Imperial that we know somehow, and no one really can quite decipher what that exactly means from Favs, right?
We'll be excited about his name. That's the one thing you said. So
yeah,
47 episodes. 47 episodes. If you start April 5th, you can watch all of season 1 by April 12th. Then April 13th, from April 20th, you can watch all of season 2. Then April 21st to April 27th, you can watch all of the Book of Boba Fett. Then April 28th to the 5th, you can watch season 3 of The Mandalorian. Then May 6th or May 13th, you can watch Ahsoka. And then May 14th to the 21st, you can watch Skeleton Crew, and you will be completely ready and up to date on the whole saga. I will be starting my rewatch. If I'm still awake and ready within the next 40 minutes, we can wrap up in 40 minutes. I will watch the first 2 episodes of The Mandalorian tonight, just so I can get a head start. And I really do want to do a big rewatch of this whole entire saga, because this is kind of what it leads up to. And the only thing we know that follows after this saga, for the most part, in this, I guess, timeline and storytelling, is going to be Ahsoka season 2. We've got no indication of Dave's movie still in the works. Yes. So it's like what doing a rewatch now is not a bad idea for what is to come.
No.
You know what I mean? And I love this is my favorite Star Wars show. I mean, this is number 1. So The Mandalorian, that is. And I know you and I have talked very passionately about that, how much we both enjoy this particular series and where it takes place and what's in it.
Yeah. No, the thing I've always loved about The Mandalorian is my favorite thing, or the thing I've always looked forward to in all this era, and I've talked about ad nauseum before, I don't talk about as much these days, is the canon and everything all being melded together. You know, it's the things, the new things that were brought in, the things that like the prequels and things like that. Hey, what's up, Bloom? It's good to see you. You know, the prequels and all that stuff, like what I have always liked about The Mandalorian is that it makes everything, it feels like a glue. It feels like a mortar that all the bricks kind of get, like you can introduce all these brand new things in the movies, and then these shows have felt like they blend it all together. So it feels like a cohesive universe. Not that it doesn't with it, not that I need that, but I like that. I don't know. It's not for everybody, whatever, I guess. I like that flavor. I like it getting like, mixed in together and like showing like, oh, it makes it feel more like a real place, right? It feels more lived in.
It's not as
the history actually matters.
Exactly.
Right.
I was going to say it's not as ham-fisted as some of the other TV shows. Even kind of The Acolyte. It's very subversive in the sense of like it's what you get out of it. You're actually analyzing a faceless character, and Grogu's just a child who is also a puppet, but it's somehow so convincing as to what it is that I get enraptured in it. Like I see myself as Din. Not that I'm a cool, badass killer bounty hunter, but I certainly see myself as the role of like, what would you do if you've got this thrust upon you? Like, what would you do if you all of a sudden need to take care of a child out of nowhere, that you never expected to, and you had to become a dad? And then what does that role model look like? How do you teach your child to be a good warrior and be a good person and be a respectable contribution to society? I just that show always spoke to me at such a deep level. And I forget when the first trailer came out, there's reactions of us from 20. Let's watch that. Hold on. That'd be fun to watch. How far we've come since then. We watched the first trailer together.
That we've been doing this since before. Like that doesn't feel like it's that long ago at all.
Not at all. So, not at all. And we're coming up on year 7 of it, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And here we are as friends, but not just as friends, as people that have talked about this stuff forever. This was our show. Like we didn't cover this when it came out episode to episode because The Rise of Skywalker was already coming out. And we were doing our own coverage of that movie coming out, which we do a watch. We didn't do a watch along, but we did a build up essentially to it, like we're doing right now. We are discussing it.
Right.
How prepared for that movie is essentially the discussion how we did all of the sagas going up, because we watched every single one of the saga movies leading up to this. So it's kind of a weird TV version of that, where it's TV now. Anything? You got nothing to say to that?
Get it? No, you did pretty good there. That was great. Look, it's oh my god, look at that
old logo. Who made
this logo, guys? By the way, infamous.
Who made this logo? What was his name again?
Someone who got really mad at us.
He got super fucking mad at us. We'll give you some lore on this.
I forget why.
All he did was take Jar Jar, put a circle around it, and then, I think he literally just contrasted the photo, and someone warned us like, hey, do not do anything with him. He's going to go crazy on you. And I wonder if we can go back through and look at who this person was. Yeah, literally, they went heart crazy on us.
He really did. He went real crazy.
God, what was? We have to go look at our Twitter DMs.
We're gonna have to like look. Yeah, we're gonna have to scroll way the hell back.
Way back.
Yeah, no. Just to harp on the familial feelings, the parental feelings and stuff you're talking about and stuff. I can't relate. But no. This is a show that this show has been around since the very early, this was 2019, right? When
November
it started
19. Yeah, man.
So Ellie was I think 2 when the show started coming out and stuff. And so I felt like I was living this show. A lot of days, you know what I mean? Just
she would have been 2 years old. She would have been little.
Yeah,
1.5.
Little. She was little. And I've always kind of glommed onto this show, just really identified with it as well. For those things, it's Din's a single dad, trying to make his way in the galaxy. Kind of a thing. The more that it has gone on and he has become more of a parental figure, it's just the more it starts to really, it really just, presses all the buttons for me. But yeah, anyway, we ready to watch this thing? Or,
yeah, dude.
Or did you?
I'm
trying
to find. I found one DM that is very funny that we'll talk about later.
He got. I forget. Well, wait. Was it because we tried to put it on a shirt or something?
I don't remember. It was something along the lines that it was.
We had paid him for it, didn't we, or something? Or like he was like a fan.
All I know is we announced our podcast, and I don't even know if we had a logo. We definitely had a logo prepared. I don't remember the context. All I know
we
is
didn't. But I remember we did, and like he like made this out of the kindness of his heart and just gave it to us, like as like a fan type person.
Yeah.
And then
that was the case.
Yeah, and then like
it's on our first episode. The logo is on our first episode, so it doesn't. It had to have existed before we went live on June 18th, 2019. But some other funny lore about just the idea of this is that we ended up getting a new logo through Fiverr, I think by September or like August. We were like,
we dropped this dude so fucking quick.
So
we're like, nope, we're done.
We have used the same logo and the same theme song. The theme song has not changed, which is really insane. Not a once. It's so perfect for us. But anyway, let's watch.
If you listen closely, you can hear the Star Wars theme in it.
Here we go. This is the first trailer, I'm pretty sure. Oh god, this is so long ago. I wonder if we saw any different.
This is like they didn't release anything at Chicago, right?
Well, I was in the room. I was lucky enough to be in the room. This is from August 23rd, 2019. But yes, I was in the room, and they did not reveal any Grogu, and in this trailer, they didn't reveal any Grogu either. So
nothing until the first episode.
Yes, of course. Gonna watch the Mandalorian trailer for the first time. I got my TRV shirt.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Cannon Junkie, Jerry. I'm about to hit the play button on this Mandalorian
We're both
trailer.
talking.
So talking over each other. Watch it. Some strong Ewok vibes. Way more so we were trying really hard to be reactionary at this point.
I just got excited, but you wanted to talk.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk too. Look at the music. We didn't think the music would actually be like this.
Mm-hmm.
You said dry riverbeds.
It looked like a dry riverbed. It did. Dry riverbed planet. I'm just like naming things in the trailer.
What a great trailer.
Bounty hunting is a complicated profession. Don't you agree?
That was so sick. That's
I'm
such
like,
a good trailer.
I'm like, it's a Star Wars show. It's a Star Wars show.
I just love the whole. It's so subversive. We never expected to get a baby movie out of this. You know what I mean?
No, it really presents as just hardcore like action, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just going to be just balls to the wall the whole time, you know? And
Western vibes.
No, it went way in the opposite direction. Not way, but like it, I mean,
180. Certainly
it wasn't complete, like it completely changed, you know, much like the beginning episode of the Kenobi series completely changed what we thought that was going to be about, you know?
Mm-hmm. God, what an amazing trailer. Because it sold it so well. And like the music becoming, you know, actually very like indicative of like what the show would be, you know? Man. And yeah, and that's another thing too, is like no camp. Like this is kind of like it actually has some Mandalorian vibes. I don't know, Eli. I actually take that back. The Twi'lek and the Blurg are pretty camp. Those are
I was gonna
say, those
two
back-to-back shots are kind of camp.
No, it would have been like a horse with like horns or something that he was riding, and they would have been humans. They would not have shown any aliens in this trailer. No aliens. Only really sad people.
One thing that's so cool is the setting up that the show did. Like, Grogu's in a lot of these shots. You just don't see him. And there's this one shot that I really liked right here, the flare shot. Like, I remember like not knowing what that was. And then the fact that Boba Fett sees the same thing, like timeline wise now. Oh my God. It's crazy. That's the legacy of the show. Is we went in not knowing how it would connect, even if it would or wouldn't connect. We really had no idea what to expect. And we get to this ending of this first episode, and I mean, the connections were automatically there, and all the confusion of who Grogu was and what it meant for the story. I mean, that's when I still cite that's the day Star Wars changed forever. That was as big as "No, I am your father." I mean, I really firmly believe that. And to think the legacy this show has had since is just, it's pretty unmatched, man. Like, it really is.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think there's a second trailer as well. Maybe. No, that's Rise of Skywalker.
Like I was gonna say we've got a lot of.
We love the Mandalorian. Honestly, we do. It's our favorite. I can't find it. I don't know if we ever did a second trailer reaction, but I can tell you for a fact, when it was coming out, it was my favorite show. It still is my favorite show. And I also agree with Eli here. It could have been so silly. Like, there's a man and a baby plot now, and we thought it was going to just be a season. I remember thinking it would just be a season where he would have this child, but he was too much of a breakout star where they made it a full entire. I mean, that's the dynamic.
I mean, there's no putting the toothpaste back in the tube once again, which is again amazing that they were able to keep that. In the social media age, right? Under wrap. Insane that they kept that reveal under wraps.
It's amazing. One of the greatest things ever. Honest to God. And I agree. It was just, I still can't figure out how they pulled it off, that everyone was so on it to not have this thing, because they knew how special it was going to be. And like, the other big part was, and I'm not going to be this guy just to be like, I told you so, but I'll never forget watching it and thinking, how did they film this? Like, there's no way they went to locations and filmed it, not have this thing leak. You know what I mean? And then we find out that there's a thing called the volume. Like, I think it was like after the show had finished airing, they're like, oh yeah, we filmed it here. And then everyone's like, I could tell. I'm like, fuck right off. No, you couldn't. There's no way you could tell. That's my least favorite criticism, is like, they were like, something didn't seem right. I'm like, suck my balls. Like, that is so not the case. Like, seriously.
They're all seasoned industry professionals,
Yes,
they clearly know what they're talking about. But it's just, I mean, no one could have predicted that they would turn screen time into an actual room.
You're right.
No one predicted that it could be like that. It's crazy that something like that didn't exist, and now that is like a technology that a lot of people are using.
Everybody.
Or like,
it's an industry standard. I mean, like, you saw the scene with Superman and Clark Kent, the finale of Superman, where it's shot in the volume and the lighting looks so real. And look, has it gotten better? Of course it's gotten better.
Right.
But at that point, no one was looking at those shots and saying that looked like shit. Like, it looked like a miracle. Like, and then of course we found out how the technology works and how like the parallax effect works and how could they pull it off.
The parallax thing is, I think, the most impressive thing about it, because you got to think too, like, how it looks crazy when you're there, but on camera,
phenomenal.
It still just doesn't even compute for me sometimes.
No,
it shouldn't be possible.
No, it shouldn't. And the best panels to go to at a celebration, you can speak to this, I can speak to this. When I was in Japan, I went to one, are those ILM panels, because they literally break it down for you. They bring out props, they walk you through it, and they literally did a test footage of Sonic the Hedgehog in a 3D environment where this guy used a phone and like moved it, and like, would it work? And they did it on a small scale, and they used the model as Sonic, and it blew my mind. I'm like, how cool. And like, the show was so good at doing that because you got to think of what they're working with. A completely reflective suit of armor. They had to find a way to make this work.
Yeah.
It's not.
They were going to be like, so much of the budget was going to go to just like erasing the camera reflection from reflection from the helmet,
God. And I just don't understand how people would see that now. And look, I will be real with you. There are some shows that really do look poorly done. We had a giant discussion in our Star Wars group chat today how Kenobi is the worst looking Star Wars show. It just is. Because it was COVID and because all the big scenes were shot in the volume, that does look McClunky. However, this show did not look bad. Season 2 did not look bad. Ahsoka did not look bad. Book of Boba Fett had its moments, but the one that's the best example of it is Skeleton Crew. Skeleton Crew, I think, might have been the most expensive show, but looked the best. Just phenomenal looking aesthetics, and we know that was shot in the volume as well. The best scene, honestly, is when they go to the top of that tower, and then they're fighting the droid on top of the tower. Like, it's just, I don't know. I'm gonna glaze Skeleton Crew for hours if we don't really talk about what we're talking about. I just want to say that the technology, the technology looks amazing. It just does. And I want to speak now to the story of it. Because we start with such a small story of two new characters that somehow tie in the biggest players in the whole saga for us animation fans and those fans that love Glup Shittos. That thumbnail alone. Look at that thumbnail. You've got Ahsoka Tano live action played by Rosario Dawson. You've got Book of Boba Fett played by Tamora Morrison, and you've got Thrawn played by Lars Mikkelsen.
Neil is portrayed by Neil.
Yes.
Sorry, whatever that child's name is.
I forget his name too. But all I can tell you is
good job. Good job.
The fact that this whole entire saga stemmed from this one little puppet is just, it's incredible. Like, it really is so compelling. And now we're getting a movie, and it's going to be your daughter's first Star Wars movie that's new in theaters. Yeah. That's crazy.
First Star Wars movie in theaters. She did see The Phantom Menace, but this is her first new Star Wars movie in theaters. This is going to be her first IMAX movie in theaters as well, which I'm very excited for. But yeah, this is gonna bring a whole new generation of fans. It's going to start the process all over again.
It is. And the thing is, some parents will take their kids to see it just because it's a Star Wars and not having seen the show before it. And not that we made this live stream for them, but it's certainly important to say that, there's got to be some sort of a prologue that will get people to understand the setup of all of this. I don't know if you think there's going to be a crawl. I would love for them to be a pseudo crawl, maybe not the Star Wars crawl, but a Ahsoka level crawl. I don't know. What do you think of that?
I think it's going to be something like Ahsoka, like Skeleton. A lot of things since even didn't the Acolyte had a bit of a crawl as well too, didn't it?
Yep.
I think they're starting to lean more towards, we got to have a little bit of
context
at the beginning, a little bit of just to kind of bring everyone in, right? It's going to make all of us who are in the know excited, and it's going to help the people like my parents go oh, okay, so this is all right, this is where we are.
Here's a good example too, and you and I actually were we didn't even see this. We saw it on Disney Plus later. But when Kenobi came out, they had the prequels recap. Remember that shit? And
because we were at the premiere.
We were the premiere. But all seriousness, that gave context for when my mom and I watched it. It gave context. Remember,
it really helped. I remember because I watched Kenobi a little bit with my parents as well, and that really because I was do you guys remember any of this? They're like, no.
Yeah, it was important.
The tail into my childhood. So okay, whatever.
The other thing too is
I watched it in your house 58 times a day. So
they could, in theory, do a 7-minute like video before the movie, you know, a Disney Plus ad. You know what I mean? They could do a Disney Plus ad that it shows the full, because you watch the season 1 recap at the beginning of season 2 of The Mandalorian. You can watch the season 3 and Book of Boba Fett recap at the beginning of season. Like, you can watch all these recaps, and Disney might even put out an official recap, like a 10-minute recap, which I would love.
It might be on Disney. I mean, you know how they kind of are doing, like they were for a little while doing the Marvel, like, here's kind of this person's story so far. I mean, maybe they do something like that on Disney Plus, you know, just kind of like drive traffic to their site, right?
We got Buck mad. Buck, we were just messing with you. We love you, bud. We do. Buck sent me a picture of Charles Entertainment Cheese at his school, by the way. He came and visited. Yes,
did he spank you with his tail? Like, did he give you birthday spankings? Because that was apparently a thing back in the 90s.
That was Buck's.
That was, yeah. Okay. I see. Yeah.
Or me, Buck.
Gave you birthday spankings with his tail. Yeah.
Celebration 2027. We're gonna spank Buck's.
Make it happen. We'll start a 7-mile spanking machine. Let's go, guys.
You spank this guy. You spank him. $10 spanking. We make a lot of money.
We would we make bank.
We'll get off.
Who?
$1 spank for Buck O'Brien. All goes to Make-A-Wish.
Delicious.
Uh-oh. There's a Joe Organa level comment. Yes, Buck. Yes. We need to bring back Hot Knot or Scott with Joe Organa. That's what we need to bring back.
Hot Knot or Scott?
That was a great live stream. The gays love us when we have Joe on. Hey, we'll have Joe on.
Joe's going to be here in a couple weeks, right?
Yeah. Yes. For Bombad Mallrats.
Fear not. He's going to be here.
Fear not. He's going to be here. Anyway.
Don't worry. We'll all be drooling.
I've been reflecting on this series of episodes and what it means and what it looks like to me. And I just wanted to ask you personally, you know, if you can't fit in all 47 episodes of this saga, which I want to, I might not be able to. What are you going to watch? What are going to be like the 5 episodes you're like, I've got to put myself in the mood for this? Which ones are you watching? Have you thought about this? Do you have any idea which ones you would want to watch?
I mean,
off the top of your head, we didn't plan this.
Very surface level. Again, you know, if I had to like just think back through and pick, Jesus Christ, if I had to search back through and like pick the episodes that I think would hype me up the most, I mean, you got to do episode 1, right? Episode 1 just really, I think, is again essential. It's the, you know, it is the lightning bolt. It's the flash in the pan. From there, I think I would do. Oh man, it's tough. It's tough because I want to just go straight to the episode of Book of Boba Fett where Din goes to visit Grogu, but I think you've got to have like him, maybe like, I think you got to have like the rescue in there, right? If we're gonna do it, so we're doing 5, right? Okay, so we got to have the beginning where they meet. You got to have
chapter 1, the Mandalorian,
where he hold on. Okay. Oh, this is tough. Okay. I think you have where he gets taken by Gideon from the Temple Mount, right? From the shrine.
It's hard.
Okay. It is hard. And then you have the rescue, right? Where Luke shows up. Book of Boba Fett, where with Mando going to visit him.
Okay.
What is that? What's it?
5.
1, 2, 3. Well, no, I'm trying to think of how many I've got so far. So 1, 2, 3. 2 more.
You would have 5. You would have 4. Hold on. You had the first episode.
Episode. I had where he gets taken. The rescue episode. Oh, I do. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So then, where he picks him back up.
Yes.
Okay.
I know.
All right. And then this is tough.
Well, I know Hold on, I'm gonna let you go because I'm so excited to talk about these.
Okay. I would
Eli,
probably go with the. Well, I mean, you got to do the last episode, right? Where like everything kind of like resolves for the most part, where we leave them off.
Yeah.
Right there. Okay, the foundling has to be there. Yeah.
So mine would be this. Mine might even be 6. Now that I think about it, I would have to do chapter 1, The Mandalorian.
Oh, we can choose more than 5. Well, fuck.
I was just thinking 5 like
right.
must watches. Chapter 1 is a must watch,
Mhm.
or the other parallel to that, you can do chapter 2. I love chapter 2 with the Mudhorn because then you kind of understand like where they stand. You know what I mean? So I would probably do chapter 2. Then I would skip the rest of that first season if I had to, right? Then I would do chapter 13, The Jedi, as my second episode, because that's where you learn Grogu's name. Then I would do chapter 14, The Tragedy.
That's good.
I would do chapter 14, The Tragedy. Then I would do chapter 16, The Rescue with Luke. And then for the sake of just picking it back up, I would do chapter 6, From the Desert Comes a Stranger. But if I could throw a 6th one in there, if I can, I would do whatever the one that has Keller and Beck. Is that the Foundling or is that the Convert? I don't remember. I think it's the Foundling.
Nah.
I think it's the Foundling.
It might be. It might be because the Convert is the one that starts off with
Oh, you're right.
With Pershing, right? And it
yes,
ends
so it's the Foundling. It's the Foundling.
With that, right?
Yeah. That's the Foundling. Yeah, Eli's right. So that would be my 6. And of course you would have loved the storybook ending at the very end, but for the sake of like humongous beats for characters, that's what it would be for me. Because you see Din in chapter 2 go, he's not just he saves my ass. You know what I mean? Like I saved him from this place. Now he saves me. Then you've got all the way to, chapter 13 with Ahsoka. That's where you know Grogu's name. That's where you learn Grogu's name, which is so important. And then, you've got both episodes of Book of Boba Fett that are just humongously important. But yeah, I don't know. There's so many great episodes in this entire saga that just completely just changes everything. And look, another one to speak to it, the Convert, like for galactic consequences. I mean, the Convert's huge. You see post, Fall of the Empire, the New Republic dawn. You get all these crazy weird characters.
We haven't had much time like that on Coruscant.
No,
post, Return of the Jedi.
Not at all. And that was one of the few places that Timothy Zahn introduced. I mean, like that was like a new planet, right? So Eli made a list for us. He said episodes 1 through 3 and 7 and 8, which is fair. I get that. You don't need 4, 5, or 6 for their story at least. But 1 through 3 is essential. Season 2 is probably the most viewed one. You've got 1, 3, 5, 6, and 8. You're only omitting episodes 4. You know what I mean? Like you can't in 2. But guys, season 2, episode 1 was just one of the greatest days ever, man.
Season 2, episode 1 is
Halloween Day.
It's so hype. Was it Halloween Day? Was it really Halloween Day?
October 31st.
It's just the hype feeling of like watching it fade in as they're walking in from that. It's so dark.
God, so good.
You got the glowing eyes on both sides of them and everything like that. It's a good, and that music as they're entering the arena as well. It's pitch perfect. Oh yeah. Oh dude, the
aspect ratio change.
Dude, when it goes to IMAX, is just so like I almost miss it every time because it is just so subtle,
so natural
that it just fills the screen and and then you're in it, right? Oh man, I'm gonna have to change my listen. Like I'm not gonna be able to watch just 5. That's the problem.
No. I'm just saying big swings. Like if I had to show someone like a reminder, it would be those 5 episodes. Like here's where you're at, Man, the Marshal is
season 2, episode 1. The Marshal is maybe one of my, because that's the one where it it pushed the boundary even further as to like what this show can do and like what they're willing to reference as well. And when people are like, well, you can't reference like minor book characters, you can't reference this because the general audience isn't going to get it. But now everyone knows who fucking Cobb Vanth is, and he was just a goddamn side story character in a book with interludes. He was one of the characters in the interludes of a novel that wasn't even about him. Like,
played by Timothy Oliphant, played by an A-lister. You're being played by a huge TV actor.
Right.
Oh my god! And it also, to add to it, that episode brought back Boba Fett at the very end. Tamara Morrison was back. We had heard the rumors and everything, and he turns to the camera, and there he is. There's Boba Fett in all of his glory, ready to get back his suit of armor. And so, like, there was that too. And another important thing to address. That was the last episodes Favreau directed of anything Star Wars. So we've got that episode in this movie. That's his only Star Wars directorial, like, application. That's it. Crazy. And
I did not even realize that. I thought he did one in season 3.
Nope. Only this in the Mandalorian and Grogu. So and like you and I just glazed the hell out of that episode because we love that episode, you
have a fucking listen, the filter's coming off. I'm just gonna start using the F word a bunch. You've got the crate dragon.
Yes.
Which is like something that has been just talked to death about as like a huge thing for nerds and stuff like that. It was like they were all over like the EU, right?
Yep.
And here they're like, nah, here it is. It's like almost like a sandworm type of thing or something, It's like this crazy ass thing that spews like acid on people, which was
so cool.
That whole fight sequence. The whole fight sequence, like I love the part where they're like trying to feed it to appease it, and it just eats the guy. It eats the sand, the raider, everything, which is not that filling for him. Like if you go between like a small human-sized being and a bantha,
of course,
bantha. Go for the elephant-sized thing, man. Come on, it's just an elephant with a fur coat on, man. That's literally all it is. But no, it's just there's so many great moments from that one, man.
That was amazing.
The giant chunk of meat that is bigger than Grogu.
Yes. God, they bring it to Pelly. Pelly's also introduced. I could have totally thrown Pelly on that damn thumbnail if I wanted to.
Pelly is like, if Pelly better be in this goddamn movie, okay? Like, you gotta have space auntie, space grandma, Grogu's granny's gotta be in there.
Yep.
Okay?
Gotta be 100%.
The fun aunt, whatever. She's like the fun aunt and the grandma combined. I don't want to even like be like, I don't know if that's offensive to say she's the grandma or whatever, but like nothing against her. Just like, it's just that vibe, man. I want that vibe in this movie. I want that weird family vibe.
I agree, Buck. Buck says Pelly is strangely one of my favorite characters. I 100% agree.
I wanted her and the major domo of the mayor to get like I want them to have more screen time. When is that major domo of the mayor coming back? I want him back. Right?
I agree. He was amazing. He might show up that's the thing. People seem to be all caught up in like what this movie is going to have that's new. I also still think there's going to be things in this movie that are also a little old that are references to this show. Pelly being one of them, the male Twi'lek being another one, Boba Fett. You never know. I mean, like, it's not like these people don't sign NDAs and have these things to wraps. If this was also, a lot of this apparently was shot practically as well, but it doesn't mean they still couldn't go to a volume or a private place and film some insane cameos or moments, I would love nothing more than that. And the other thing, too, to address from just this season alone, of course, Luke Skywalker. I don't think they're going to pull off a Luke in this movie. I think they would save that for Dave's movie, and they would literally title it like Shadows of the Empire. They really could just do the full, let's just give everyone what they want with this next one. But this one's going to be successful on its own because of what it is. And, of course, if you've watched these episodes of these shows, like, oh, my God. Like, this season 2 truly has the greatest run. of any season in television for me. It was just like every episode, even Frog Lady, where it wasn't everyone's favorite, but still had some great themes and moments and humor and beats.
Yeah.
And Peyton Reed, Ant-Man director shows up, and then remember when season 2, that episode 2 came out, I was like, oh my God, they're giving Peyton Reed the finale, and he just made the Frog Lady episode. God bless.
Yeah.
Dude, that was the worst.
The one that got
take.
so many people upset.
Yes.
Right.
Oh my God, he's eating children. And then the third episode immediately resolves that. Bryce Dallas Howard's episode, the heiress,
Grogu, middle name, Planned Parenthood, Djarin. Right.
Then of course Ahsoka shows up in this one season, and then 6 has Boba Fett. 7's got the return of Migs Mayfield, and then you've got episode 8 where Luke shows up. I mean, season 2 is just. It's just perfect. I mean, every episode.
Right.
If you're a Star Wars fan and you didn't like season 2, or maybe a single episode, that's fair. But like the whole thing from top to bottom is just, it's insane. If you watch the animated shows, read the books, if you listen to the commentaries by George Lucas, like if you did all of that, like you would just have to enjoy season 2. You've invested so much time and thought into it,
There's so much for you. And I think people get in there like up their ass about how, it's too self-referential. It's like referencing stuff that like the general audience isn't going to get. I think it's what some people, or it's cameo heavy or whatever. But I can tell you again, I can even test this weekend. I can show my 60-year-old parents like any episode of this show, and they will just enjoy it just because they like this guy. They like the stories of the heroes. They're like, oh, this is fun. It's like the old movies, kind of thing. No one gives a shit that person was in a book and everything. Or like they don't care. They know that that's Cobb Vanth. That's this. Yeah. That's it's like an old Western like I used to watch with my dad,
Gene
kind of a
Autry.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Gene Autry. It's Gene Autry.
Roy
right
Rogers.
Yeah.
It's so cool too, is
Exactly.
like the Book of Boba Fett was also teased at the end of Mando season 2, right? Like I just never forget people being like, why is this is this a sequel we didn't know we were gonna get? And they didn't announce it at the Disney Plus Day investors meeting thing. But like the show comes out, direct lineage following the story, and then of course it does tie in the Mandalorian, which proved to be controversial for some reason. But the second it happens in Andor, everyone's like, oh my God, it's the past, I love Andor. Like when you get a whole episode about a side character that no one even knew existed, that also deals with another side character that no one even existed. The second they bring Din Djarin and Grogu and Luke fucking Skywalker into the show, they're like, but that has nothing to do with Book of Boba Fett. Boba Fett's not in it. I will still get mad about that to this day. How would you watch that and go, like, what? We watch Din Djarin on a Halo ring get full backstory lore about why Mandalore fell and how the Darksaber weighs him down. And then he gets an N1 starfighter and he flies it through Beggar's Canyon and he does the recreation of the pod race scene.
That episode's really fucking cool.
You look at that and go, I just don't get why that would be.
That's the same episode where he goes to visit Grogu, isn't it?
Yes.
Like that's
no, it's the next one. It's the next one.
It's the next one. Those two episodes.
Oh, perfect.
It's okay. The one shot of him like getting on the elevator and going up and then seeing like that whole thing. I love that so much because like when he gets up and you see like the kind of like cityscape, it reminds me of like the 1980, like I'm in 1980s watching Empire Strikes Back, like looking out of a window at Cloud City, right?
Yep.
And seeing just like the cityscape. It feels like that.
It does
to me. It feels like a model. It feels like they built a model and like blue screened it behind him.
Well, that's the thing too. Is like, that's when the volume felt flawless. That's when I was like, oh, the Book of Boba Fett has perfected the volume. Like he's standing still, but the motion of the shot looks like he's moving up. Then they redecorate the whole set that he's in. Then when he walks back out, they do a camera walk around him, and then they go back in the elevator. I'm like, how do they do that? Like that really is like it's almost like Charlie Chaplin level, like just insane camera work. Like you just unbelievable. People still bitched about it. Oh my god, I still get so worked up about it, and like it then led into deep fake Luke Skywalker. And I hate that the word AI and deep fake and CGI have now become interchangeable amongst my students. They don't know the difference anymore. So anything they see as CGI, they say AI, and it makes me so fucking mad because I'm like, it's that the very different things. Artists took time to paint and make this in a software. Deep fake is when they take and scan millions of photos of one person and then impose it on an actor's face. AI is its own generative creation, has nothing to do with art.
It's what they're recreating the prime minister of Israel with right now. He's actually dead. Yeah. BB's dead. BB's dead, everybody. They're just it's all it's fun.
But
it's fun.
The vernacular shouldn't become an interchangeable thing.
No, it's like the whole thing where they call it's just like people will always just kind of like use the same like what they've known before or whatever, and I mean this is kind of different because it's what's here now and everything, but it's just kind of like this blanket thing, like oh well they did it like this, right? It's like no, there was a different way of doing things,
Yeah. If Jerry's parents were there, they'd ask how you can see a volume. Oh, I see.
Yeah. The good one. I'm going to use that one on them. They're not going to get it at all.
What also?
Let's do a live stream with my parents, like on Monday or something. You want to?
Yeah, we're just like, what do you think of this?
What do you think? Yeah, just ask them questions, show them things, like the guy who goes and shows brain rot to like homeless people in New York City or something.
He's
yeah. Just like points at it, and they're like, "What are you doing? What are you doing to me?"
We can do that.
So that's what happens when you show John Pork to a schizophrenic man.
Yes. Another thing too. Bye, Bloom.
Later, Bloom.
The ending of Book of Boba Fett. You've got Boba Fett,
yeah.
like.
Boba Fett,
like the Boba Fett fighting on top of a Rancor, destroying droids from the prequels. Like, you watch it, and you're like, how can life be so good? Then people bitch about it.
It doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel real.
It doesn't feel real.
I mean, let me be controversial for a second.
Do it.
I can see how that cannot be someone's cup of tea.
Sure.
Because it's a little like in the mid-90s. Oh, Jesus. No, don't do this. In the mid-90s, after Drew Struzan stopped painting the book covers, right? And you just started having like just crazy like photoshopped shit of like, hey, wouldn't it be badass if this fucking happened,
This
kind of thing.
You know what I mean?
It reeks of 90s EU. Like Boba Fett's a badass, and yes, he is, right? Yes. He's also a guy who shares his back to tank. He's got a lot more to him. But that's my controversial take. Is I can see like people. I can see why you don't like that. That's not your cup of tea. But I enjoy fun. I like it. And it was. I'll admit too, it wasn't my favorite ending for the series. Any of the series. Yeah. Any of these like TV shows we've had so far, the end of the Book of Boba Fett, good, but
not perfect.
It's not my favorite. Not my favorite, not perfect. I liked the inclusion of Cad Bane and all that kind of stuff, but it's
from the desert comes a stranger.
It plays its part. And it does there's a lot of really cool shit in there. I mean, we got that whole Luke meeting Ahsoka, the first time that we've ever seen in live action.
Yep.
It was just like something that like people have made fan art about and everything, like one of my favorite like fan art pieces was Ahsoka showing a hologram of Anakin to Luke and Leia on the Falcon. Right?
God bless.
And we kind of got that, right? And it's just But no. It's crazy what has gone into this that we're going to be getting in this new film. I don't know. You think people probably need to watch the episode of The Mandalorian where Zeb shows up at the beginning because Zeb's going to be in this,
That's season 3.
Are we on
right?
season 3? We're on
That's
season 3 yet? I'm
skipping
skipping ahead.
it's such a great season. That's the one that gets most slept on. It's the one that was the most disliked because there's a few reasons, and I understand like Pedro's not in it at all, like visually not even in it, you know. Does lend his voice to the character. But in terms of this becomes more of Bo-Katan's story, which is fine because the show is titled The Mandalorian. If it was titled Din Djarin, then you would be a little bit like, oh, what is this about? But you know, even the Book of Boba Fett, it's in the title, the Book of. It's a book, it's a chunk of this character, and Din is intrinsically tied to Boba Fett. Whereas Bo-Katan showed up in the finale of season 2, and then of course showed up in the 3rd episode of season 2, but then becomes a pivotal player, you know, in this story about the return of Mandalore. And by the end of it, Mandalore's back, right?
Yeah.
And the best episode to us personally, I know I'm about to speak on your behalf, but the Foundling is whenever Grogu sees the Keller and Beck flashback. And I remember texting you that morning. You're like, Scotty, you're not gonna be okay. Like, just be ready. And Katie, she was sleeping in the room, and I fucking stood up and screamed like my fucking nuts had got cut off. Like I went crazy. I was going crazy. I was like, "There's no way."
People wonder why we're divorced. They just couldn't handle it, man.
They couldn't handle it.
They couldn't handle it.
Ahmed Best came back.
That was, I think, the last time I like shit a brick with a reveal, right? Same. Like, and again, not that there hasn't been cool stuff in everything we've gotten so far in Andor and everything like that, but there's not like anything that's like a reveal, like
secret reveal.
That's your sugary cereal, whatever you want to call it, sure. But like that reveal of Keller and Beck not being like just a game show thing, and that like he was a prequel era Jedi, not like a old like Republic Jedi like we thought. I think that was right.
Yeah.
Whenever that game show came out, which is again, it's one of those things where it's like, I love this, so it's my favorite flavor. So I'm sorry you don't really care for it. But it's one of those things where I could see when you explain it like a rational adult. It's like, so they took this Jedi who was from this game show for kids where they basically do like Legends of the Hidden Temple, but is Jedi, okay? And he was played by the guy who played Jar Jar Binks, but now he's a Jedi and he's training kids, but it's a game show. And now he saved Grogu.
Well, it's like the show wasn't even apparently good enough to be on Disney Plus. That they ended up having
YouTube.
They ended up putting it to YouTube because of COVID.
YouTube Kids, or it was
YouTube
Star Wars Kids. It was on Star Wars Kids YouTube channel.
And they were like, let's keep it in the family and let's get Ahmed Best back to do it. And like he then gets on a Naboo starship going to probably Naboo to meet Jar Jar. So that's the other thing is like.
I think I haven't read the Jar Jar comic yet, but I think it has something to do with Keller and Beck. It has something to do. Yeah. So
it's like written by Ahmed Best. Like you're like, I'm just, I don't know. That season 3 is one of those ones where like, I remember when it came out, people not liking it. And I understand like Pink Milk Crew, they didn't like it at all. And I kind of get it. But the same exact time I watched 7 and 8 and I was like, oh my God, you got to finally see what Mandalore looks like in live action. Then you get to see the Shadow Council. You see Pelion, dude. Pelion from all the Thrawn books. You get Brendel.
He looks
Hux.
Just like every one of those goddamn paintings. Yeah, that your cousin thought was the coolest shit and everything. Yeah.
Well, then you get Brendel Hux and they talk about Project Necromancer, which is then fulfilled in the Bad Batch. Like it's like they're just totally interweaving all this shit, man. It's just crazy.
What are you talking about? Oh, are you talking about the comic? I have it downloaded. I haven't finished it. I don't think. I can't remember.
There you go.
I know who the secret character is that comes in though.
Yes, I do too. That was spoiled for me by a friend.
I read up to that point at least.
But season 3 was its own really special flavor of Star Wars, and literally it ended on a beat that made me cry. It ended on the Looney Tunes beat, and I'll never forget watching it. I'm like, oh my God, did they just do the circle in on Star Wars? It got me so emotional because I was like, did they just give us a like you close the book? That's what it felt like. It felt like this chapter's over. He is now a foundling.
Right.
They're gonna be together forever. No more Jedi. No more with his own kind stuff. Like it is going to be them two together. And then of course the movie comes out in May in almost 8 weeks from now, and then we're done, not done with the whole thing. There's no way they're going to kill these characters.
There's another season, right? Is what they're saying, at least
season 4. So obviously let's tie in the other stuff. Ahsoka, honestly, this is crazy, Eli. I don't even think I'd watch episodes 1 and 2 of Ahsoka. I would just do episode 5, 6, 7, and 8. Because 1 and 2, you get reintroduced to the characters for people that don't know them and how they get to where they're supposed to be. But it's really, just Rebel season 4, Rebel season 5.
It is. Well, and again, since I've been rewatching Rebels with Ellie, and she after every episode goes, "Can we watch another? Can we watch another?"
Oh,
which has been it's been great. It's been fantastic.
Where do you all right
we are in season 2. I think we just watched. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm trying to think. We just watched the episode where they find Lyrasan.
Oh my God.
She's really starting to register these characters, right? Like she's really starting to like she likes Zeb. She loves Chopper. Of course, Ezra has always been her favorite.
Yeah.
And then, it's just one of those things. Like I was talking to her tonight, and I was like, oh, Zeb's going to be in this new movie. I'm excited to see. She's like, yeah, it's going to be really cool to see him, and, but I'm excited to get back to talking about Ahsoka gets me excited to get back into it because a lot of people criticized it, right, for being Rebel season 4.
Yeah.
I loved it for that. Honestly.
Yeah, me too.
I loved it because Rebels is one of, I think, the greatest Star Wars
anything
media things that we've gotten since the Disney acquisition, right?
Yeah.
It was the first thing, and I think it's really kind of set a high bar for a lot of stuff.
100%. I agree, and it tied into Rogue One too. It did some really cool things that no show had done before up to that point. It really did set up some huge plot beats, and it tied into novels as well. It was just one of those shows that did that really effectively.
Remember, was it Force Awakens came out during season 2, and then they had the finale right after, the year after, in January or February or whatever, and they had the crossguard lightsabers that they're finding and everything.
The green one, yeah.
Which feels so anachronistic. What do you call it? Anachronistic.
Maybe, I don't know.
I forget the word. Okay, I'm trying to use it. It feels like it's out of time now.
Yeah,
and stuff. But it was such a moment.
Yeah,
then to go oh my God, there's those lightsabers. Kind of a thing.
Well, then making Thrawn canon again, right? That's a huge beat that show did, and
again,
Ahsoka has
how much of that is going to come into this as well, right? Because he's part of, or he's not part of the Shadow Council, but he's part of that threat of the Empire coming back, right? Because he's back, in our or in their galaxy, in the galaxy, at the end of Ahsoka season 1.
100%.
Anachronistic. I had heard it on a podcast this week. I knew the word, but I heard it and I was like, what's it? Anachronistic.
I like that word.
It's a good word.
I then want to highlight Skeleton Crew, which may have, like we were saying, it may have the least amount of tie-ins. However, New Republic beliefs and setups very much could exist. The idea of a hidden planet could be such a cool thread that could be tied into this thing, or a mention of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
They just found this planet that was ran by droids, and you
know.
What were you gonna say, Jared? You got excited when I said that.
Well, sorry. I got excited because we watched that Lyrasan episode, and when they got through the maelstrom to the other side, Ellie goes, "It's just like At-Atten."
Bruh, ain't no way.
And
I love
and
this.
I was so proud, It's that's a Skeleton Crew, I think, is the one the first one when she finally kids become sentient after a certain moment.
They do,
right? And I think she just that was the first one where she was like, "Oh, this is kind of cool." Right.
Yeah.
But anyway. Yeah, no. The thought of them finding a hidden planet, things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuzzball.
No, I'm oh man. Exactly.
I just know that these shows have really elevated Star Wars in a way for me that I didn't know it could be emotionally elevated to, even in terms of TV. And Skeleton Crew was a really good factor in that. And like, seeing other Jedi like John Donald out there, even if he wasn't a Jedi or if he was, like we don't have really any he's not, and he could totally show up in this show in some capacity. Like imagine being like, holy shit, Jude Law's in this Star Wars movie. Like what?
Right.
I never would have thought, like there's
Did he get away? He got away at the end of Skeleton Crew, didn't he? Or did he like
that's the cool part. That's the part that's all up in the air. Is remember they crash land. Well, they crash the ship into that bank, and then all the money flies out of the hole of the thing. And
that whole finale and everything, where he's like, just like the interaction between him and Wim and Wim's dad and like Fern's parents and all that, like up there, like just the he's not like the whole Long John Silver of it all, that he's like he was this we thought fun guy that we like was kind of like sketchy but we can trust like we usually have, but to have him actually be that Long John Silver character of no, he's a really bad dude, this is a really bad person, it's just I don't know, I feel like we hadn't got that yet, and that was just such a cool villain to have.
Well, the pirates were
sitting in the tower watching the pirate fleet being blown up. Okay.
Well, then of course you remember with the season 3 with what's his name? I said Gar Saxon with Giddy. Oh shit! What's the pirate? What's the salad pirate? The kill pirate? Salad, the kale. The seaweed
I used to
pirate.
have a sticker of him right here from. Hold on. I think I found him. From our friends at Blast Points.
Gorian Shard
of Gorian Shard of Ast Point. There we go.
Uh-huh.
There we go.
Yeah, like
go check him out, guys. Sister podcast.
Gorian Shard, dude. Gorian's amazing, and like that pirate line, totally tied all the way in through Skeleton Crew with what's his name? What's the douchebag's name? The not a weak way. God, he's the only through line between. Starts with a B, doesn't it?
Oh man, Eli's gonna kick our asses.
Vane.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's funny. I was telling Eli, so I'm not gonna spoil anything, but Alden and I faced off against J-Dub and Bill, and I'm very rusty. So Eli texted me today. He's like, "Hey, what are you thinking about doing this particular match?" I was straight up like, "Dog, I ain't gonna lie to you. I said I might need like another year before I do that particular match, because I have not been. Look, here's the deal.
I used to do yearly like canon watches, right?
Same.
And I don't do that anymore.
I hate to be this guy, but with like Andor, it like really burnt me out wanting to watch Star Wars, because it would be an hour every night and I'd fall asleep halfway through because it was so fucking boring. And then I wake up and be like, oh, more boring slop. And then I just need to watch Star Wars when I'm awake and active, and I don't need to take notes or anything. But like
Scotty's just really upset with like the liberals getting their agenda into Star Wars.
No, I'm happy about the liberals.
You'd rather be watching, you'd be rather watching whether like Michael Scott, right?
Yes, exactly, Jerry. Because I love The Office, my favorite show.
You love it. You love it.
Love it. We love slop. Eat up, Bombad fam. But anyway, I want to go. I'm tired, and I also want to watch the first episode of The Mandalorian. Yeah. For those that are looking, y'all, we can't wait. We'll have some coverage of our hype leading up to the movie, obviously in May. All throughout April, though, we will be doing Bombad Mall Rats with Joe Organa, and I'm gonna can I tease something to the fans, Jerry? It's possible that Jerry and I. It's possible that Jerry and I will be in the same room together for Maul Shadow Lord's premiere. We'll be hopefully visiting the same city together and having a nice little mini Bombad con for about 2 days together. And we're going to watch Shadow Lord together. So there's some excitement in the air.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Roach.
A blanket in a hotel room, maybe.
Roach is going to watch 3 grown men freak out at someone showing up probably in this show.
Sitting in the cuck chair of a hotel. Yeah, absolutely.
We'll be panicking. We'll be jumping up and down. But anyway, I love you all. Been a great live stream. Jerry and I may have something fun planned for you next week. Should I
I may not be able to. I was gonna say there is a graphic like there are things. Scotty's got something that might be lined up that I don't know if I'll be able to make it or not.
I will.
We'll have to see.
I'm not gonna spoil anything.
We're not gonna. Let's not spoil anything because there's nothing to spoil because there's just all you need to know is in the graphic, right?
Yeah. So we can show 2 graphics. This is the first one. There's one that's incredibly vague.
I know one of these graphics. I don't know the other.
You don't know the other one.
Let's not be too spoilery. Let's not be too spoilery with these graphics. Okay.
I need to text you the one that I want to show.
Half the fun.
Okay, well, give me a second. This one's downloading still.
Is the absolute surprise, right?
It is. It is going to be the absolute surprise of it all.
We don't want them to know about Rick coming, So like, oh shit, no, okay.
So here's the graphic to hype up next week, as always. We don't know what this means, but
no, we all do. We do. You don't. But yeah, no, next week secrets will be revealed and you guys aren't ready for it, little piggies. Okay.
It's funny. This was made before the Epstein Wars. So that it's even funnier now that
the Epstein Wars
this is pre-made.
Did you just call the Iran conflict that they've just started?
They are literally calling it. They're calling it the Epstein Wars. That's actually what they're calling it.
I mean, it is the Epstein Wars, but I just didn't really realize that was that. Was it? What are you talking about, Steve? Rip Glorton is dead.
Oh man,
this man is dead. This man is not coming back. But next week, secrets are going to be revealed.
Secrets revealed.
They will be revealed. They will be revealed. Listen, it's not Halloween. This episode's gonna be scary.
You've got some pretty interesting images here. You've got Rick McCallum.
Love the art. You got the Nightmare on Elm Street, RFK Jr.
Yes, you've also got the singer from AFI. You've got Kramer. You've got Taco Bell. You've got
Jerry.
You've got the guy Sunny Eclipse from Cosmic Ray Starlight Cafe and Walt Disney World.
And Scotty, is that the Zodiac symbol up there?
Yeah, with Michael Eisner like high as hell in the back of a taxi.
Oh my god!
I just don't even get it, man. There's a Got Milk logo. You've got a Ouija board. You've got communism. You've got the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull alien or an interdimensional being.
Well, no, we don't. No, listen, our logo remains unchanged.
Yes, you're right. Never mind. There's no weird cat.
That's what it always looks like. If you think it looks different than it usually does, you might want to go get checked out by a psychiatrist.
Checked, man.
Okay.
For real.
Yeah, you want to go. You might want to consider medication for that.
Oh man. So next week's gonna be.
You are the homeless man. We are showing you John Port. Okay, that's happening. It's happening next week. So get ready. We're gonna listen. We're about to talk Star Wars for like months at a time. Get ready to go balls to the wall, kiddies. Okay, we're going balls to the wall
March
in preparation
26th.
for Star Wars shit.
Secrets revealed, y'all.
They will be revealed. They will be, and you will like it. God damn it!
As always, y'all. Thank you so much for joining this Thursday evening. We love you very much. And Jerry, what should the good Bombad fam do before I go blow my nose because my nose is getting stuffy?
Oh, that's not all he's gonna blow. They should absolutely watch every single episode of The Mandalorian and stay Bombad.
Hold on, Grogu.
Whoa!
Grogu. There he is.
There he is. You want to stay Bombad?
Stay Bombad.
Did you say impossible? Pasquale? Only kidding, Chucky. I've changed my tune because I finally thought of a possible dream that we can all share.
What is it? Pasquale?
It's a dream about a world where nobody is poor or sick or hungry.
Oh, now that's a dream we can make come true.
I'm gonna make a change. for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good, gonna make a difference, gonna make it right.
As I point up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind.
I see the kids in the street with not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their need? A summer's disregard, a broken bottle top,
And a one-man soul, they follow each other on the wind, you know, 'cause they got nowhere to go. And that's why I want you to know I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer.
If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change.
I'm starting with the man in the mirror.
Oh yeah,
I'm asking him to change his ways.
come on, change. No message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Oh yeah,
I'm asking him to change his ways.
no
Message could have been any clearer.
If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change.
Time for us to take a break, but we wouldn't dream of being gone for long. See you in a little bit.